after, and then because yesterday was a holiday, I usually do stuff at the Legion, so today's the day I got to do it.
Okay. All
She's
right.
getting ready to leave, so
Yeah. Anyways, do you need in the house? Yesterday was-
yeah.
Okay, well then make sure you lock the door for you.
Yeah, I'll lock it up for you.
Okay. See you guys next weekend.
All right. Take care.
Yeah.
We'll keep an eye on your baby brother for you.
Yeah.
Okay, and he's gonna have to starve this week without me.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Look who's in my chair here.
Vader wants to be in the show.
Oh, that's Gracie.
Gracie. Well, where's Vader?
He's right there on the floor. He's right down there. But
Okay.
Gracie's on my chair.
Hey, Gracie. How you doing, Gracie? Yeah.
Okay, come on, get down. Come on. Down. Thank you. I need my chair back.
Okay, we are live.
Okay.
Well, I surmise, because I've heard the fishermen down there talking, Paul.
Yeah.
They reel in their lines and stuff, and there's all kinds of like this little really fine paper and stuff on it. And they're getting ready, I think, to tear down the paper plant right out there at the mouth of the river.
No kidding.
So I would imagine they are exhausting out all of the pipes and all of the tanks and all of that stuff.
Wow. Wow. Huh?
Yeah, they closed it up last year. And there's developers already eyeing the property for condos.
Oh, great. I'm right on the water. You know how much they'll be worth.
Yep. Oh yeah. It's just for the big players in the world, you know?
Yeah.
Hey, Dominic.
Hey, Dominic. Good evening.
Hey, Dominic.
Next door there, they got all the paving trucks. They're doing the guy's driveway here next door. That's all I can hear, trucks and equipment.
Really?
moving. Yeah. Well, but anyways, I've been having problems this morning. My Tassimo decided to leak all over the place and it tripped the breaker back at my house. So I had to go to the house to trip the breaker again. And so my Tassimo's out of commission. And so I've got coffee here, an instant coffee, but God, it tastes awful. I don't know what's going on.
Agree.
So I'm having a really shitty cup of coffee right now. It's black, all the sugar I had left. So
Yeah, the weather's been kind of funny. It's still a little hazy down in the water. It's not that bright crystal clear. Because I just came back from flying another ship. Right back, I got to close the back door. Mia came in and I left it a crack, and now it's.
yeah.
Right, me? A little mini me? A little sugar plum? Yes, you are.
Oh, I can't wait to get back to town though. I have to get a freaking decent cup of coffee at Tim Hortons. Oh my God. Gonna have to rethink what I'm doing here. So yeah. But you want to go outside? Is that what you guys want? Bugging me to go outside, of course. Well, ain't when everything's going on. Okay. Dogs, you know, they got to go outside every 10 minutes. I think I'll have one of these right now.
So, Dave, what's new with you? Anything?
Not really. I went to a new doctor yesterday. That worked out real well. Got home and my new home health aide had the whole apartment cleaned, all the laundry done, my bed remade, and all called, everything was taken care of. She had gone and locked the door. I was like, that's good going.
Well
So,
done.
yeah, working out pretty good. I can't complain.
Mm. Sounds great.
Dominic, what's new with you?
Oh, nothing really. Nothing.
Another day in paradise, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I've said that about 4 times today.
Well, you know what I've been going through the last couple of days is fumbling things. In other words, dropping things and
Right.
misplaced, my equilibrium,
Mm. It's no good.
No, it is what it is.
Yeah,
Part of the process, I guess.
yeah, it is.
Feel sorry for my dear friend Lynn. She's getting worse every day,
Oh,
but
mm. Mhm.
No. Trying to get up. No.
good morning, Russell.
Morning. Mhm.
I better bring the cat up.
Mm. Morning.
There it is. God, that was a long time coming up. Yeah. And
Mhm. Yep.
That new controller that Joe sent me, it really allows me to fly and get things done.
Oh,
But
that's
the
great.
screen isn't very bright.
Mm.
So it inhibits me from adjusting the, some of the settings as far as how light or dark it is.
yeah,
Mhm.
but you can do that.
and- And I noticed the sticks are not as sensitive. But it still works great, and I thank Joe for doing that.
Mm.
Have you heard anything from AZ on yours?
No, I haven't. He's a busy man, I don't know whether he's sorted that out or not. I don't know whether it's on a to-do list or.
Mhm.
David, are you falling asleep there, buddy?
Yes, sir, I am.
Oh, if you have to, you checked in, you don't have to stay here if you want to get some rest. I understand that.
Well, I'm trying to stay awake. I got an appointment this morning here, so I am gonna kick back though for a little bit. And
Okay, buddy.
relax.
Yeah.
I'll see you guys later. Take it
Okay,
easy.
Dave,
Bye.
thanks
Dave.
for stopping
Bye,
by.
guys.
Yeah. It's quiet in the chat this morning.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's Russell even says no AZ.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Usually AG is the
Chad
first
hasn't
one.
moved in about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
What's that? What's that?
Chad hasn't moved in 10 minutes.
No, I know it. It's just sitting there.
AG is hiding and turned them into the IRS. Yeah. Oh, fuck, that's terrible.
While I'm sitting here, I should charge my phone.
Why not?
What's it at? 67%. Yeah, I think it's time to charge.
Yeah, definitely.
Mine down about 5% is about time to charge.
Yeah, I'm at 15 and I can't be bothered getting the charger out.
Well, I'm right here at my desk and I've got all the cables all right here, so I just plug it in.
Yeah, got a few
The
things.
charger is about 30 centimeters away from me.
Hey, Z is in the chat.
Hey, finally.
The devil, look who just showed up.
Finally, turns
Hey,
up.
David.
Oh,
Everybody's
I
been
thought there's
asking
something wrong
about
with
you,
you.
David.
We're going to have to send out a search party.
Yeah, David's usually first,
Yeah.
but good to have you here, David. Any update you have on my controller I sent to you, or just curious? I'm not pushing, just curious. So I know you were going to research it and see about parts, or we're going to get a hold of DJI and find out about service or whatever.
You there.
Paul, are you getting kind of used to being there, or are you headed home?
Hi, Ron.
Hey,
Hi.
Ron's here.
Hey, yeah, I don't mind it here. Like, it's easy to keep clean, right? You don't have to. I got a bunch of stuff here I got to get rid of right here. So, no, it's I don't mind it being here actually, but unfortunately, I got one sign I got to do so far today. So, I expect there to be a lot more busy, but see, tomorrow morning I got to get Bader in for a haircut tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. So. I'll be very short.
His hair grows pretty fast, doesn't it?
About every 3 months. Yeah. Somebody else needs a haircut too. See, it's all sticking out.
Well, I've got clippers. I just
Yeah.
when I see them sticking out, I just
I can't see back there. I don't have eyes in the back of my head. So
I don't either. But when you take the clippers and you go back there, and if you hear it cut off, then you know it was long.
Mm.
It works, Ron. It works.
Yeah, I used to do it. No,
you get
I
the
made a
dog
couple
covers with
mistakes.
the things there on there. Just
I better let somebody else do it.
yeah.
Well, I used to go to the barber, but the barber wants you to. Used to walk in the barber shop. Now what you got to make appointment.
Boy, did you see
Oh,
the chat?
no.
Oh,
I hate it when you have to make appointments.
Oh, AZ, all right. You are the man.
yeah, he said he should be able to send it back to you maybe tomorrow.
All right.
Oh, well done.
So, you get any critters around there this morning there, Ron, or what?
No, not this morning, not yet. Well, I just got home.
Yes, I'm surprised they weren't waiting out by the road with flags.
Yeah. Yeah, sure as hell I knew it was going to happen. I got a late call last night and it ran me into, it was almost 10 o'clock and I'm like, I'm not going to drive home. So I just stayed at the,
I guess,
Station.
yeah, I thought you would have been home last night the way you were talking.
yeah, that was my plan. But so I'm just going to rest here for a couple. I got so much to do today.
Yeah.
I hope I can get it all done.
Now, when do you leave? Tomorrow?
what's today? Tuesday?
Tuesday,
Thursday.
Thursday.
Thursday morning. Yeah, I'll head
tomorrow
up to
for night.
Don's and get him packed up. And my God, everything and its brother tried to kill my car this morning.
Really?
I didn't want to drive home last night because A, I was tired, and B, it was dark. So I'm like, well, I'll go home this morning. So I get up like super early. I don't know why, because I'm totally exhausted. And I got up into Custer State Park, 2 buffaloes standing in the road. So let them get off the road and went around them. About 15 minutes later, big ass elk right out in front of me.
Wow.
Then I got almost into Wyoming. Deer just missed that. Oh my God, by inches. Oh, and I'm like, well, then I'm 10 minutes from home and thinking, oh, it's daylight. I'm in the clear. No, 2 antelope go hauling ass across the road.
Well, you know, Ron, probably it's a good thing you weren't driving your truck. You might not have missed any of that.
I know.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Well, now you can tell everybody that you are the wildlife, you know?
Mhm.
yeah.
You're running with the elk and the deer, and you're running with the buffalo.
Then to make matters worse, well, not really worse, but my buddy from Pennsylvania calls me this morning because you guys are 2 hours ahead of me. He goes, Ron, I screwed up. I'm like, dude, don't tell me that 2 days before we're leaving. He's like, well, I kind of messed up on the dates. I'm like, hold on, let me pull over. Well, as it turns out, we're not hunting until Sunday. So I've already got a hotel scheduled in Sioux Falls, which is clear on the east end of South Dakota. From there, Friday morning, we're supposed to go up and pick up Jim, the guy who screwed up with the dates, in Fargo, which is like a 3-hour drive, around noon, and then head up to Canada. Well, he screwed up on the dates, and we're not supposed to arrive to Canada till Saturday. So we're tossing the idea, do we stay in the States Friday night, or do we go up into Canada and find a hotel up there somewhere? So, but
Well, can't you call your reservation and put it off a day or so? And
well, the thing
because
is,
they might charge you $10 or $15 reservation transfer fee. Yeah.
yeah, they might, but I had plans on seeing somebody Thursday night.
Oh. It was a booty call.
Oh my God.
You gotta clarify it for us older guys, because we don't do those anymore. You know?
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh man. No, it's old girlfriend. We're still friends, and we're
Sure.
gonna have dinner. And
Dinner
because she
and,
lives about 20
dessert.
minutes.
Dinner
What's that?
and dessert. Dinner and dessert. Yeah.
Well, of course, you can't have dinner without dessert. So that'll be Thursday night. So Friday, what I'm going to do is take the guys over to our Fargo aircraft base and show them the helicopter and the airplane, and we're going to go tool around at Cabela's. And Saturday morning, we'll get up early and leave, get on the road early. And Jason doesn't, and Ralph's the same way. They don't, it's kind of like a hotel. They really don't want you there till like 2, 3 in the afternoon, because
Yeah.
it gives them time to clean the cabins, clean the rooms for the next group to come in, kind of like a hotel, So we'll get up there Saturday afternoon. So, and then hunt Sunday. And I think I'm just going to hunt with Dawn on Sunday
Yeah.
when his blind, and just make sure he's okay. That's going to give me a peace of mind. So if they have me 10 miles away,
Yeah,
You know.
yeah.
I'll know that he's all right. But I made a promise to his family, you know.
Yep. You guys have radios or?
Yeah, but I don't know how far they reach. And we might have cell phone coverage. I don't know. We'll
Yeah.
see. But that way there we can kind of take our time. It's only like 5 hours from Fargo to Fisher Branch.
Oh,
We're gonna come into south of Winnipeg, and
yep.
then we're gonna take this bypass around Winnipeg because they said don't go through Winnipeg. It's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, yeah, it's like a ring road.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh.
Well, I guess the tour it continues, right?
Yeah. So we'll spend an extra day. And then I'll get home. Whatever day, I think Saturday's the 3rd. Get our bear hides to Ralph. And then the 6th, I head back out to Billings, Montana.
Out to Billings, huh?
But as of this morning, I'm officially on vacation.
Mhm.
Thank God.
Do you miss it all? Do you miss it already?
No. I had fun with Lacey yesterday, though.
Yeah.
Mhm.
She's a character. I'll tell you what.
There's a live
Oh.
wire there.
Oh, beyond that. Yeah, she was nice yesterday. I'm surprised she didn't put Dan in place. Yeah, she's a cutie too. Too bad I wasn't about 25 years younger.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, a girl like that at your age, she's liable to kill you.
Oh, guaranteed. I'd go in there just to just way to go out, Paul. You know,
Yep.
Mm.
like yeah, just to see if I can work my way through it, so to speak. Oh man, this is what I like about Wyoming. Nice, quiet, occasional dog bark, but there's one car that's come by here in the last 20 minutes. I'm just gonna have my last cup of coffee and then I'm gonna get started.
Mhm.
Gotta mow grass today. I gotta go up to Don's. I just can't afford a tractor right now, but I'll go up and get his 0 turn and mow my grass so it doesn't look like a giant hayfield when I get back.
Yeah. Because this is the growing season for sure.
It is. Then
I thought the deer would keep it mowed down for you.
I would think so too, but they're not doing a very good job.
Landscapers that are not, right?
Yeah, that they are not.
Mhm.
Well, how would your grass out in front where you're feeding the deer all the time?
Not well. A lot of bare spots. They just been trampling through there. This side yard, I'm trying to keep them out of it. I put fertilizer and grass seed down, but don't seem to be taken yet.
Well, that's a double-edged sword. I used to make at one point in time, I had a company come in and spray, everything. And the grass grew like like it was on its steroids. I was out there having to mow every 3 days.
Yeah.
And then I started using the spreader and putting out the weed and feed and seed and all that kind of stuff. And then it grows fast then too. So it's like Grass is what it is. If there's a bare spot, there's a bare spot. I don't worry about it.
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, I gotta clean my truck up and start to get it loaded up. Yes, that and tomorrow, up until the end of the day tomorrow, I'll be busy.
Oh, I can imagine getting everything ready and packed and
Yeah. You should have seen those two big ass buffalo. Good Lord, if I would have hit them, it would have killed my car
oh yeah.
and me probably.
Yeah, you probably too, yeah.
Well, were you able to spot them a long ways off or?
Not too far because it was dark and they're dark colored.
Yeah.
But I always run with my high beams on just for that reason. And one thing when you drive out here, you learn to scan constantly.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, it's a wonder with as much driving you do at night out in the wild that you don't have put on that car like a light bar, that has all the beams on there where you just flick the switch and it lights up for a mile.
Yeah, I don't know if those things are legal or not.
No, they're off-road use only here.
Are
Well, they
But
I would imagine you probably get away with it as long as you don't flash a cop or something,
yeah.
yeah, I've got them on my truck, right? They're not pointing straight. They're off a little bit on an angle, so they shine towards the ditch.
No.
Yeah. There's one area I go for coffee just outside of town, and there's got to be 100 deer between here and there. And I go back coming home at nighttime. I flip them things on, and you can spot them a long ways off.
Well, the question I have, since you use lights like that, Paul, my question would be is, does the light attract any of them?
No, they just stand there and look at it going, what the hell?
Oh, and Paul, you remember that day, my hot boss?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She finally showed up at the end of the day yesterday. I don't know why. She was supposed to be into work yesterday, but I guess her cat was sick. Had to take it to the vet. But she showed up and she went to the front of the building and saw what was her gigantic flower pot. She's standing out there. I go out. I said, "Hey, Jackie." She goes, "Those mother." Yep. I said, "Yeah, they had quite the little feast at your expense."
Yeah.
Well, they down cemetery.
Oh,
just an
it
attraction
would have
for the
been funny as hell, not to interrupt you, but what would have been funny as hell if you'd gotten a little thank you card and
I
put
thought about
a
that.
deer stamp on it.
deer.
Thank you for the goodies. I
Yeah.
thought about that. I'm like, oh, I better not poke the bear too much.
Well, here in the wintertime, don't ever put fresh flowers on a grave on a cemetery. They'll be
No.
gone.
Yep.
Well, like cemetery, the same where my uncle is buried. But when they buried my uncle, they had that big spray of flowers on top of the casket. So after
Yeah.
they buried him, they put it on the ground. Went back the next day, and there's only a few twigs left.
Huh.
It just-
She had bought, like I said, this thing it's like a big wooden barrel, like those wooden barrel flower pots,
Yep.
big ones. And she had two of them right out in front of the front door. And you could see where she had bought smaller pots of like big flowers. They pulled them out, the whole dirt root. There was shit everywhere. Yeah, I was going to put a little note in there and say, thank you for the goodies. Love your neighborhood deer.
Your four-legged friends.
Oh, that probably would have put her over the edge.
Yeah. Paul, which one's that going through? That's a big one.
That is the American Integrity, and it's headed for St. Clair. It's loaded with coal.
No, right.
Loaded with coal.
Yeah, coal-fired electric plant.
Oh,
Thought Biden was killing all of them.
yeah.
It kills everything. It doesn't make a difference what it is, unless you're one of those. It's okay.
Unless you fit the narrative.
Yep.
Oh, shoot. I shouldn't procrastinate here too long today.
Yeah, you're on a mission.
Lots to do.
Well, that's the sad part is you're tired and you still have lots to do. You know.
I know.
I,
Yeah, I'm gonna think twice about doing a shift like that again. Ended up being 88 hours,
Wow.
and then I did 96 full time with 24 hours off in between those two. So I said my choice. I'm just gonna rethink it next time.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, the extra pay helps you be able to play. You know.
that's the only reason I did it, you know. But everything is paid for except for the rental car in Alaska.
Yeah.
So I just got to pay gas and my food outside of being down at bear camp. They feed us there, but those 2 days before and 2 days after, I'm on my own. And then this bear hunting trip in Canada, just our expenses driving up and driving back. They feed us up there too. So I've got a place to stay. And Dawn has, I forget how many, choice awards points or something like choice something, hotel points.
Oh yeah.
So we're gonna have to spend that extra day, and we'll probably stay in Fargo Friday night. And he said he'd get us a hotel. He said, I'll just use my points. And then in Fargo, he says, I do a lot for him. Like the other day I was up there, he's putting a new roof on, and I was it's two friends of ours that are doing it. And I was helping them for about 2 hours. Well, then his truck was in the shop, just getting a going over before we leave. And his other truck battery was dead. The battery terminal was bad. So I went and fixed that, got that started for him. So he had a way to drive around for a couple of days while his other truck's in the shop. And then I mowed his grass for him. So he said to me, I think it was yesterday, he said, when we're in Fargo, we're going to Cabela's. I said, okay, what you need? He goes, you got to get a rain suit. And he said, and you're going to get something. I'm like, I don't need anything. He's like, well, all this extra help you've been giving me. He apparently has 20,000 Cabela's points.
Oh, wow.
And he said, you're going to buy yourself something with those points. I'm like, okay, maybe I'll get a new fishing pole to take on the trip.
Yeah.
Who knows? But that's the kind of friendship we have, though, and that's kind of hard to come by, I think, sometimes in these days,
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, he's a good man. Good man. I'll miss him. And like I said, I'm trying to prepare myself, but it's kind of hard to do. But we've got
Nobody likes to lose anybody, but it's the circle of life thing I keep telling myself. And throughout your lifetime, Ron, you've lost a lot of good friends.
I have.
And some of them closer than others, but you've seen it come and go, and it ebbs and flows, and there's nothing anybody can do about it. But it is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, there's only been two other people in my life that I put right up next to Dawn. One of them was the best man at my wedding. And it's funny, funny story about him, Brad. He, we used to make that joke about, remember that, was it Arnold Schwarzenegger, that movie Kindergarten Cop?
Yeah,
Mhm.
Brad later in life decided, I want to be a school teacher. And he really, really liked kids. And he was so good with them. But he was a big dude, big weightlifter. Him and I used to work out all the time. And, but it wasn't long after my wedding, Brad come down with some type of cancer. And I just watched him over about a 4 or 5 month period just decline. And one day I went to his house, and I know he was kind of like in a hospice type care. You know, they had hospice
right.
personnel. Wife was there. The funny thing is, his wife told me when I hadn't been there in about 3 days, and his wife told me, she said, Ron, he hasn't opened his eyes or said a word in 2 days. And I mean, people in that kind of situation sometimes plan their own funerals, and Brad did that. And I wanted to speak at his funeral. And it was so weird that for him not saying a word or opening his eyes, nothing for 2 solid days. And Carol was trying to communicate with him and no response. So there I am at his house, and Carol and I are talking right in front of him. And I said, Carol, I said, I'll speak at his funeral, and I said, he's been one of the best friends I've ever had. And I said, I've got lots I want to say. And she goes, oh my God. I turned around and looked over. He's giving me the thumbs up. His eyes are not open, but he gave me the thumbs up. I said, that was the first reaction out of him in 2 days, And the other guy was my partner at work for 12 years, Joe. Do you remember, Paul? Probably all 3 of you remember. You remember Green Acres?
Yep,
Do you remember Sam Drucker at Drucker's store?
yep,
Bald head, cheesy mustache.
yep.
Joe was the spitting image of Sam Drucker.
Really?
Oh my God. But really good nurse. Loved to hunt, loved to fish. We spent so much time together. And he came into work one night sick. And, we let it go. He came in the next night and he was a lot worse. I'm like, dude, and I have that right. You have that right. You can kind of turn your partner in and say, hey, you're not fit to fly. So I made him go to the ER, and I called my boss, and we got somebody else in to replace him for the evening. And the next day I'm out mowing. No, that was Saturday. I called him Sunday, and he said he was feeling okay. And then Monday, his girlfriend called me, and I'm on the lawnmower. And I don't know why I had my phone on me, but I did. But I felt it buzzing, and shut the tractor off and answered it. It was his girlfriend. She said, Ron, we're talking to an oncologist. I'm like, holy shit. I jumped off that tractor and I raced down to the hospital and went into the doctor's office and basically told me what was going on. And 4 weeks later, we buried him,
Oh.
But great, super, probably one of the biggest funerals I think I've ever been to. They had fire apparatus and ambulances. They did a missing man formation at the gravesite. They had 3 helicopters come over right over top of the gravesite, kind of like almost like they do at a
like a military funeral. Oh, yeah.
And then right when they got over top of the gravesite, our helicopter was on the right side and it broke off to the right. And it was a tearjerker. Oh my God. They had state police. The drive from the church to the gravesite was about 10 miles, but they had state troopers and cops blocking off intersections and everything. So the whole funeral procession could just, go in uninterrupted. But yeah, Joe was a hell of a guy.
How old was he when he died?
44.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
See, that just underscores my thoughts on, we're going to have people that mean a lot in our lives are going to come and go throughout our lives.
Yeah,
And
let me
so
go get that. picture.
You cherish
Okay.
every moment you have with somebody that you consider special in your life.
Let me go get that picture and you tell me he don't look like Sam Drucker. Hold on.
Mhm.
I don't know how well you'll be able to see it on here.
I'm gonna
but-
hang on, I'm gonna spotlight you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. He does.
Yeah,
Like a Rasho.
we were on his boat fishing. Yeah, he was a great guy. But yeah, every time you call him Sam Drucker, he'd get pissed. He'd yell at me. Yeah,
Well, I suppose in his mind, that's the last thing I want to be remembered for, being Sam Drucker.
yeah. Oh, shoot. Well, guys,
Okay, Ron, we get it.
yeah, the grass is not getting any shorter.
Yeah, I got a leash too shortly, Paul. I got to pack up here, so I'm just about there, but
Yeah.
I gotta get back to town. I got some signs to do, so.
Well, you
Well,
guys all have a great day.
okay, Ron, you take care and don't get overheated or whatever, you know.
Yeah, it's gonna be a warm day today.
Yep.
Mm.
But Dominic, you have a nice evening. Isn't it evening for you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
what 20 minutes to midnight.
Oh, wow.
So what I'm thinking
Girls-
is maybe we just close it down, but Ron, you take care.
All right,
Mm.
guys. See you all later. AZ, everybody in the chat. Everybody have a
Yeah.
great day.
Take care, everybody.
See you.
We'll see ya. We'll see you again next time.
Yep, for sure. See you guys.
Bye-bye, everybody.
All right. Yeah, we'll see you from St. Thomas tonight.
Okay, all right. And Dominic, thanks for popping in.
No worries.
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Everybody in the chat, stay safe, be good. We'll see you again later today.